Hi, I'm Mike Greiner. I'm a bankruptcy attorney with the Financial Law Group located here in Warren, Michigan. And I'm here to talk to you today about some of the changes that are going on in Chapter 13 in our district right now. About every 10 years, the Chapter 13 trustees, in cooperation with some of the attorneys who are involved in the bar and the judges, work on putting together a new plan for Chapter 13 cases. And this is that 10-year period now. So starting as of January 1st, there is a new plan that's going to be in effect for Chapter 13 cases filed in this district. Like many attorneys who are active in this field, we have gotten special training on this, and there are a couple things that I think are really worthy of note in this new plan, which has a lot of really exciting features for attorneys like me who get excited about that type of thing. One of the things that's really a big improvement, I think, is the fact that we've been informed by the Chapter 13 trustee that we're going to be able to take your tax refunds and essentially prorate them over the period of a year and allow you to keep them potentially as you go through your Chapter 13 case. That's been a big change that a number of attorneys like me have been really clamoring for some time now, because it used to be that there was an assumption that you'd have to turn over your Chapter 13, while you're in your Chapter 13 case, that you'd have to turn over your tax refunds to the Chapter 13 trustee, and then they'd go to the creditors. And it really created a lot of gnashing of teeth and difficulty at times, because of the fact that every year, a lot of the time, people would have a need to use those tax refunds. You'd have to use them either to pay your property taxes, you'd have to use them for some home improvements or car repairs or down payment on a new car. And we'd have to go through a whole process to get permission from the court to allow you to use those tax refunds for those purposes. Because as part of your plan, they were committed to the plan. That was pretty much a requirement in the district. So as of right now, what we're able to do is, say for example, you typically would use your tax refund every year to pay your property taxes. What we can do is include as part of your budget, as you're going through Chapter 13, a provision that says that that tax refund will go to be used for your property taxes, or it could be for, say, your homeowner's insurance, or certain car repairs, or anything that essentially you think you're going to be doing on an ongoing basis over the 3 to 5 years that you're going to be in your Chapter 13 plan. And the only time you'd have to turn over some of the tax refund that's left over would be if your tax refund is higher than what's anticipated based upon your past tax refunds. So that's really kind of an exciting development. The Chapter 13 trustee, one of the three, has basically said that he's not going to object to cases where there's a reasonable figure that's put in there and that those are used for reasonable expenses. So that's really quite a change from the position that these Chapter 13 trustees have taken in the past. That still doesn't mean that all three of them will agree to it. Also doesn't mean that the judges will necessarily agree to it. But I think it's a very strong indication of the direction that things are going in this district, which is really quite a change from how things have been in the past. Another big change that's included in the Chapter 13 plans is that there's a provision that will allow us to include the fees for certain other professionals in addition to attorneys as part of the payment that you pay over the life of your Chapter 13 plan. The big professional who many people might need to include for their payment would be the appraiser. If you're going through a Chapter 13 process and part of the issue is you want to get rid of a second mortgage, there's been a requirement by a lot of the judges that you get an appraisal. Appraisals can be expensive, anywhere from $250 to $300 or more. And sometimes people, as they're going through this process, don't have that kind of money. So one of the new provisions that's been included in the new Chapter 13 plan is a provision that allows us to simply include the fees for an appraiser, or say an accountant or some other professional you need to employ as part of your case, as part of your Chapter 13 plan payment. So that kind of helps people who are going through this process not have to come up with a big chunk of money to deal with an appraiser. So that's another exciting development. Here at the Financial Law Group, we have gotten special training on the new Chapter 13 plan, and if you think that you might need some help in dealing with your debts through a Chapter 13 case, I'd be happy to meet with you to discuss them. We offer free consultations. We're located right here in Warren, conveniently on Hoover, just by 696, or conveniently located for St. Clair County, Wayne County, Oakland County, and of course Macomb County. And if you want to find out more about some of your options for bankruptcy, please feel free to give me a call for your free consultation. We're located at financiallawgroup.com, and our phone number is 586-693-2000.